Data from Statistics South Africa shows the official unemployment rate increased to 35.3% in the fourth quarter of 2021. It inched up by 0.4 of a percentage point from 34.9% in the third quarter. At least 7.9 million people were unemployed, an increase of 278,000. 5 out of 8 industries recorded formal sector employment gains. An increase in the formal sector employment was driven mainly by the trade, community and social services, transport, finance and mining industries. Manufacturing, construction and utilities were the only industries that experienced losses in the formal sector employment in the fourth quarter compared to the third quarter of 2021. Informal sector employment decreased by 48,000 people compared to the previous quarter. The losses in the informal sector employment were driven by the transport, manufacturing, community and social services, finance and utilities industries. The rest of the industries experienced gains in informal sector employment. Well, earlier we spoke to the Statistician General, Risenga Maluleke.
Let us look at the unemployment standing in South Africa. But generally, before we do, let's talk about employment, in that we have seen an increase of 262,000 from 14.3 in the last quarter, 14.3 million to 14.5 million people employed. However, the unemployed who are sitting at 7.6 million in the third quarter have increased by 278,000 people, going to 7.9 million people. And this 7.9 million people are people who said, yes, we did look for employment at least a week prior to the interview. And indeed, these are people that you could call are actively looking for employment. So these are the ones that represent the 35.3% unemployment rate, which is our official headline rate for South Africa, which went up from the previous quarter by 0.4 of a percentage point. When we take those 7.9 million people and add another 3.8 million people who are your discouraged work seekers, as well as another 800,000 who didn't look for employment but would have taken it had it been available, and they didn't look not because they were discouraged, for various reasons, we come to 12.5 million people who are unemployed in the expanded definition. And this comes to about 42.3% as our unemployment rate expanded.